Hey guys, how we doing?
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
Yeah, so the last episode of New Girl, one of the cringier ones we have to see.
Yeah, it was hard to watch with Schmidt and Jess trying to be cool to people who were 10 years younger than them.
Appeal to the youth.
We saw almost the same kind of characters only 50 years earlier today on The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yeah,
And like, you've got these,
they're beatniks in the
cool,
show.
yeah, the cool hip beatniks who look like they've got the world figured out and
Yeah,
are going to revolutionize the way the world is, but they're just children who are
yeah,
who are playing it being,
they're
above,
figuring themselves out.
smarter and above. And that's it. There's nothing wrong with them. They just haven't figured themselves. They're still trying to, they're trying on personalities
Yeah,
to figure out how the world works around them and how they're going to fit into it. And I feel like those are the neighbors in this show.
yeah,
And Schmidt and Jess were really working backwards there to try to deconstruct their
they
personalities a
really
little
were.
bit. Yeah,
They even used the same joke in both episodes. The my mom has to do my laundry for me,
right. Yeah, exactly.
so
Just a reminder that these people don't actually know anything
they don't know anything. Yeah, I did like the fact they're watching Top Gun on a
on
laptop
the
together,
laptop, right?
and Schmidt just spoils it for him. Like that was a solid bit. But yeah, and I
Goose dies.
G-Man. And I like that. So these kids are obviously trying to figure out who they are, and this is a normal part of life, really.
Yes, for
Everyone
sure.
goes through this kind of phase.
Right, you go to college and try new personalities, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, right,
and Jess is kind of in that moment now too. Obviously, ever since she lost her job,
right.
so she's still kind of figuring out who is Jess this season.
Yeah, yeah. There was definitely some insecurity that came with that, right? Because
Yeah,
that's such a big part of her identity. That's completely reasonable.
they all kind of go through that too. Like
Right,
even Schmidt has that kind of "Who am I?" kind of personality because he was always the fat kid,
right.
and
Yeah, he's battling that a lot.
every time he gets further in life or he seems to be happy, something kind of blows up as it does on a TV show.
Sure.
Um, and I think the CC thing kind of pushed him over the edge a little bit too.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a bit of imposter syndrome with
A little bit.
CC there. Like, I don't belong with you.
Yeah.
You're better. You're too good for me.
And Nick, of course, is just stuck in that phase.
By the way, all of us have dated somebody that we knew deep down we were out punting our coverage a little bit.
Yeah.
I've been there. Where
Kind
I'm like,
of luck
this is,
out.
yeah, yeah. You're like, I'll enjoy this while it lasts.
It happens, you know.
But when I get dumped, I'll be like, I get it.
I'm so sorry.
Right. Yeah. But yeah. For Schmidt, it was like he's in denial about the fact that he's not that young hot guy anymore that he eventually became at some point.
Yeah.
You are getting old. You can't hang out with
Like 20-year-olds.
20-year-olds. Yeah, you're not that cat.
You're not that guy. Uh, It happens.
Yeah.
It's part of life. You get older.
But you remember like being in high school at the high school parties, and there was always like the couple of guys that were like 22 that would show up at the high school
Yeah.
parties. That's not cool. No
It's
one's like,
weird.
"Hey, you're here. You graduated 5 years ago." It's weird, right?
Well, I got hit with that too. So I graduated, and the next year we came back to go see some teachers.
Mhm.
I was in college. I wasn't
Sure.
20. I was like
Right.
18. And I came back to go see teachers, and there was like these new freshmen who obviously had to go to school with, like, didn't you guys graduate last year? And I was like to my buddies, we can never come back.
Yeah.
Again.
No, this is.
Like, we can never come back. Here.
I went to
And we were
one.
at high school.
I went to the homecoming football game my freshman year at college.
Uh,
And saw a bunch of people I graduated with, but it was like, this is freaking weird. I'm never doing
it's
this
so
again.
weird, you know?
Yeah, I'm hanging out of my high school. I'm not ever doing that again.
Yeah, literally. It's one of those things you have to move on. But they're in their 30s. Maybe I'll hit that stage.
Well, and I think that's worth mentioning is that by the end of the episode, I think Schmidt didn't learn anything. He's like, oh, who? I'm still not old. So like, I feel like he's still in the same mindset.
Didn't learn
He didn't learn anything, but Jess seemed to, right? Like
She had that moment.
she had that. She's like, holy crap, I'm not a 20-year-old, a hipster. I really need to figure my stuff out and get my
Can't
life
hang
going
out.
forward. Yeah. So I feel like Jess saw some growth, but I don't think Schmidt did.
Yeah, let's see what the progression is.
All right, we do want to welcome Carrie, a book I will never write, Cody Milton, Axel Jones, and Molly Levine to our Patreon group. Thanks so much, guys. We're very glad you're here with us.
We really are. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you don't mind hitting the like button for us, leave us a comment down below, and please hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
If you'd like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or are watching, please check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. We just finished the complete run of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend and are now beginning The Good Place. That is starting to pop up right now over on Patreon. And here in by the time you're seeing this on YouTube, it should be there.
Yeah.
Too. we are 4 episodes ahead of all of our shows, including New Girl, including The Good Place. So if you do want to hop on over and get ahead with where we are when you get done with this over on Patreon, that's a good way to go. You will need to sync and watch along on your own device or streaming service. You'll just see and hear us.
Just these spaces.
Yes, that's it. Yes, that's how the copyrights work.
Oh, Cece's birthday.
Happy birthday, dude!
Hello. Can't.
We're gonna eat
She can't
cake.
eat cake.
We're
Come
gonna
on.
watch Clueless on VHS, and we're gonna try to make prom dresses out of towels. Obviously, just like we always do.
As if is like the funniest thing ever.
I wish I had a stepbrother to fall in love with.
I know, right?
What?
All red.
Let dogs out.
Oh, Nadia's
Catch
back.
Gypsy.
Yeah, Nadia wants me to go to this last minute thing she found out about because, we all knew you were stuffing.
Oh my
so-
God, we were
Oh
all
my God.
stuffing.
You've seen my grandmother.
We all
I was
stuffed.
not
Yes, we were.
stuffing.
It was seventh grade.
Please, please, please.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll come.
Thank you.
Going to go
I
poorly.
shake
Yeah.
this thing that my mama gave me.
I'm so glad she's back.
Me too. YOLO.
Yeah. Let dogs out. Catch Gypsy.
The Galapagos tortoise or Galapagos giant tortoise is the largest living
Unbelievable.
He's right.
Got your cookie. What'd you have, like an extra? No. What do you mean? I don't know. I was thinking about you. Think about you a lot, bro.
Is this going to turn
Is
into
it
a
a prank?
thing?
But do you not think about me?
Of course not.
Wow.
Oh.
So this is going to become a thing.
Yeah.
And I'm going for promising ballerina turned streetwalker.
Oh my God.
You have too much joie de vivre, okay? You want to look a little bit more bored. Really let your bones prop you up.
Did you put shoe polish on your eyes? I never understand you women. God.
I figure the best way to talk to models is just point to objects and describe them. The table is round.
It's also flat.
Oh, look, a lamp. I love Cece, and
Oh my
these are Cece's
God.
friends, so I should be able to get along
This
with
is
them.
mean, by the way.
This
Models
is
are not that dumb.
I didn't expect that.
It does look like that monkey.
Monkey clacker, monkey clacker. Monkey, where you keep the clackers.
So it
I
turns
think if I
out
was Jess, I'd be like,
there's
I'll
more
just hang
than
out with you
one
tomorrow.
type of
Yeah.
turtle.
Happy
I could
birthday.
go
Yeah.
Eastern box or spur-thighed.
Right? It's all smooth in the groove. Mellow, man.
Smooth in the groove.
Like a mellow.
Schmidt, what the hell are you doing?
You don't think about me?
What are you
There
talking
it is.
Earlier today when I gave you the cookie.
The only time a man is allowed to think about another man is when that man is Jay Cutler.
I don't know who Jay Cutler
The
is.
bodybuilder?
No, he's a football player.
Oh.
Played for the quarterback for the Bears.
I saw it there behind the glass and I thought, Nick Miller, I'm going to buy him that.
If I could give you that cookie back, I would. And shove it down your throat.
You want to mama bird me the cookie?
No, that's not
Want to mama bird me the cookie?
No.
You're not mama birding anybody any cookie.
Monkey, monkey, you are comrade best.
Dance monkey.
Oh, so Nadia's really mean.
Monkey, monkey, where you
Different
keep the
culture.
grass.
Yeah.
Oh. This is, they're going to fight. We're going to have fights for among everyone in this one, aren't we?
Like years of modeling have made her dumber.
Nice,
Oh.
Jess.
No, Cece, no.
Schmidt cares about you so much, man, and you don't even think about him.
Are you being serious right now? Are you really taking Schmidt's side on this?
I am, because I know
Yeah,
how you
yeah.
are. You realize I say good night to you every night, and you never say good night back? No. Do you not want me to have a good night?
I can't go around saying good night to everyone and buying people cookies. I am not a titan of finance, sir. Nobody buys people cookies for no reason.
You still don't get it, do you?
Nobody.
That wasn't a cookie, damn it. And that was a piece of his heart. Now, if you don't mind, good night.
Judge me for being a model.
Yes, I do.
Always have.
It's your birthday and you won't eat cake. Cece, you're better than that. You really are.
See, I think Jess is actually wrong here. It's her job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
What? Huh?
Apparently that hurts.
I would think it would.
Yeah.
What?
Sissy, you drink with malt?
Tonight, drink with mouth.
Schmidt is tired of doing things for you that go unnoticed. Things like lining your shoes up at the
Crying.
Don't line my shoes up at the door.
I'm a human being and I'm entitled to my emotions.
He is crying.
Are
Yeah.
you crying?
No,
Are you seriously crying, Schmidt?
not crying.
In March, I will have been living with Schmidt for 10 years. I know that because he sent me an email asking how I want to celebrate our 10th anniversary.
It's better this way.
You add water to it, you weirdo. It's not a dry treat. It's a soup. Who are you?
Schmidt.
Schmidt loves me so much. And to be honest, Jess, it scares me.
She's smart, you know, and she's interesting, and she could be doing anything else with her life, or at least trying. When I hear all the stuff about Cece's profession, like the dieting, it's crazy, and the butt drinking.
You ever wonder why we're friends with these people, Jess? And worse, if we met them now, you think we'd still be friends with them?
This Vilma Ramalama.
No, it is not.
Nadia, that's not.
You put on pajama, Vilma Ramalama. Top only.
Oh, I have to go, Jess. I have to go. It's my job, all right? Just tell me where to stand, what we're selling. I'm gonna give it everything I got.
I'm calling your agency. This is totally unprofessional.
I'm actually a model too, mostly in Japan. They call me Giggle Bangs Rice Ball.
I mean, he's
These
right.
are
That was
heavy. It's like
unprofessional.
very
pain on my eyes.
So your job is to highlight the features of the car in your describe.
fun and sexy.
Then he's going to move on to the EcoBoost engine.
Hey everybody, my name's Gary and I want to introduce you to the all-new 2013 Ford Fusion.
Ford had to sign off on this, didn't
really
they?
did, yeah.
That is a Ford Fusion.
Fusion.
Right? Well, that is some serious product placement
The
right there.
all-new Fusion. Your co-workers will be jealous. From power plants that enhance efficiency.
Ford's like Zoe
The
Deschanel
high-voltage
cells.
lithium-ion battery pack
Gotta clean so
combination
awkward.
high-voltage
Yeah, I know.
electric
What's
motor
CC?
that utilizes
It is kind of weird that she tells her
recycled
Cece, like,
material.
you diet all the time, but look how skinny she is.
the SE Hybrid is available with eco-friendly
Can you even
cloth
walk?
seating. No matter what color your seats, they'll be green. When you do, thanks to Coke. And it's not that difficult to get out. There's also the available.
Maybe Cece's job isn't that easy, and maybe Cece's not that useless.
Maybe Cece's getting fired.
Aw, there you go.
They didn't have a Jewish star at the store, so I got you a regular cookie. Yeah, I made the star myself.
Hey, Schmidt, just...
This is so terrible. You gave me a cookie, gave you cookie. Gave me cookie, got you cookie. You gave me cookie, I got you cookie, man. Then I was thinking I was gonna get you ramen, like we used to eat, but you probably eat like fancy ramen now with like figs in it. You love me too much, Schmidt. And you picked the wrong guy. I'm just gonna let you down, man.
Are you crying?
I'm not crying, man.
Yeah. You are crying.
Oh my God. I'm not crying, guys. Just drop it. You know what I mean?
Just let it rain, man.
I gotta eat the cookie.
Let it rain.
You're the only turtle I want. You're the turtle, man. Yeah, man. You're the turtle. You're the turtle.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, we gotta
I'm gonna eat my
check
sandwich
some
right here.
things
I'm gonna eat my
out,
sandwich.
yeah.
This is a good sandwich.
See you guys.
This is a good sandwich.
I'm really sorry about what I said last night, because this is hard.
You make it look a lot harder.
No,
Yeah.
you're brave. You've always been braver than me.
I mean, can you sprain someone's chest?
You should see the other guys.
Do you think if we met today, we would still be friends?
I don't know. But we're friends
The
now.
dialogue in the background. Yeah.
You like rap music?
Yeah, sure do.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Ryan Austin Green.
Ready? Ready? Yeah.
Oh my God.
I like the theme of, do you think we'd be friends if we met today?
Right.
Because that's a good point.
Right.
It's a great point. You know what? Half the time, you wouldn't be.
Sure.
You know, a lot of, I think, endearing friendships start from childhood.
A lot of them, yeah.
Oh, you know,
Sure.
that's a totally normal thing. It's okay that that's not the case. I mean,
Right.
but you know, friendship does last. That sounds corny, but it does.
Right.
You know what I mean? It does last. You like each other not for like the people that you are, but it's for the people who you were. You know what I mean?
It's like family. They're always there, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
If you met your dad today, would you like him as much? Probably not, but yeah, exactly.
But that was a really sweet and touching episode.
Yeah, it was. Jake Johnson kind of breaking down. You give me cookie, got you cookie. Was pretty great.
This is terrible. The ramen with the figs in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't as like serious as like the Nick or the Nick being sick episode.
Oh, for sure. Right.
I think there's a little connection to it, obviously. Really breaking down why is everybody friends?
Right.
And what does that friendship mean? And I like that both storylines parallel each other, you know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like Cess and Jess and Cece.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my words mixed up there. They really do have a really a special kind of friendship, right?
They
Because
do,
they're two completely different people. Like from the first episode, I was like, why are they friends? You know what I mean? Like she's a model, she's a teacher.
They're both insecure 13-year-olds together.
Exactly.
And that just stayed.
And I love those two. And I love seeing Cece on the show. She's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, she's great. I didn't expect early on in the show that she was going to be on it that much.
Almost every episode.
Right, yeah, but like early on when she's like, she pops over because Jess is, just to pick up Jess while they're meeting these guys.
Yes.
It didn't feel in the first couple episodes like she was going to be a big part of the show.
Sure.
But clearly that's not going to be the case.
And I like the fact that she's not there to just have sex with Schmidt.
Yeah, right.
You know, she's an independent character and she's Jess's friend. She's not Schmidt's girlfriend.
Right. Yeah, that's clearly not what I don't think that's what she ever was going to be.
I mean, like
right.
on a lot of shows, that is the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking 2.5 Men, right?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Right.
And it's
the
gross.
women on the show are there to serve a single purpose.
It
right?
can be gross.
Right. Oh no, I agree. I agree completely. I feel like Friends did that a little bit.
Yep.
Too, with the revolving door.
Men and women.
Right. With the revolving door of Stick with Others, and this one does it too. Right, we're gonna see boyfriends and girlfriends kind of come in and come out, but I feel like they have more to say with it here.
It's winking though, like the guy that Jess is hooking up with recently,
Sam.
Yeah, complete idiot, and it's like that's his only purpose in the show.
Well, and I don't think we're done with him.
I don't think so either.
And I do think we're still heading towards a moment where Jess has to accept the fact she's developing feelings for him, even though she's intentionally trying not to. Like I said, I feel like the relationships, even the kind of revolving door relationships, serve a purpose for the characters to kind of get to know themselves a little bit better.
Yeah.
And each other, as far as the group of four, and to be there for each other. More so than most sitcom in and out, like I'm single and we'll date everybody.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I ever watched an episode of 2.5 Men, but that was kind of the joke, right?
Oh, it's not good.
Right. Yeah, I mean, sure.
I mean, it's got its moments, but
I'm sure there are moments where it's funny, but
it's not the same as this, though. You know?
Right. Well, of course, right.
It's definitely TV sitcom, and I think it's done quite poorly. But this is.
I never felt compelled to go watch it, right?
Yeah, and. Sorry, there's some 2.5 Men fans out there. I know they have a huge audience.
I was a big Charlie Sheen fan at one point, back when he was, making important films. Because he was, doing Platoon in Wall Street. He was a
Hot Shots.
Right, yeah.
But no, this show, and I'm pretty sure this show was on when 2.5 Men was like at its peak. You know what I mean?
Was it?
Yeah, because that was early 2010s.
Yeah, that probably was. You're probably right. Yeah.
So the fact that this show is kind of a trailblazer,
right?
I love that.
Sure. And not to harp on the poor show, but it's not a good sign when you end up losing your lead in the show, but you want to keep the show going to get the money.
It almost never
keep the money mill grinding. So it wasn't Ashton Kutcher that they brought in, yeah. And it was like, this is so transparently like going through the motions now.
It never works. You know, like God forbid. Well, it happened on this show. Coach left in the first episode,
right?
But I mean, God forbid Winston or Jess or any. But like if anybody on the show left, it wouldn't be the same.
In a show where the ensemble is really important, I agree. It didn't work on The Office.
Sure did not. It did not work in The Office at all. They tried. They got James Spader. Jim Carrey showed up at one point in time.
He was on it for like an episode, right? Yeah,
exactly. But still, like you had a lot of like celebrity cameos to kind of distract you from that.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. That was their solution. And sometimes it worked better than others. I'm not trying to harp too much on The Office. I felt like their problems were more in the writing room the last two seasons than they were in with the cast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, shows do it. But I feel like shows generally do better when they do better. Comedies do better adding characters to kind of further develop storylines but you're right, when you lose a lead in a comedy show, you're just kind of like, what are you doing at this point?
Yeah,
the dynamic is changed, and unless the writing is that good to really change with it, what are you doing?
Well, especially when you really take the time and flesh out the characters and the relationships with one another, and this show does that so well.
Yeah, I think if Coach was on this show for 3 seasons,
It would be different.
And then they replaced. I think it would have been like this isn't going to be the same show.
No.
But I feel like this works.
Yeah.
It was a pilot, and then you bring Winston in, and it takes a little bit of time for him to find his footing in the storylines. And it did.
It took 8 episodes almost.
It took a while. Yeah. By the end of season 1, he was there. But I mean, that was a 22 episode season or 24. It took a while.
I can't believe we're already into season 2. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, we watched like 30 episodes of this
nuts.
already. Yeah, I know. I was like, I don't feel like we've been watching this that long.
No.
But no, this show is a really good time, and again, sometimes they really do have their sentimental moments on this show. And this was definitely one of them.
But it works. It's not
worked great.
It doesn't. They don't cram it down your throat. You just kind of buy it, and you're like,
yeah. It wasn't so saccharine that I'm like, okay, this is kind of like, all right, you're trying too hard. This is a little cheesy.
Yeah.
I felt like they kept it awkward and funny enough. Well, it's like it's not just these guys expressing their feelings to each other. It's the fact that they're so damn bad at it, right? And the fact that they're so clumsy, which still keeps like the earnestness and the fun there. And like these guys are really trying to be open about how much they care about each other.
It's true.
And it's like watching 3 babies try to get up and walk. They're not good at it.
It's true to life, though. I mean, like guys showing affection for one another is like, hey man, I got you a beer, and it's like. Thanks.
Yeah, guys don't go aw like when 2 guys see their friends across the room, they don't do the 2-handed wave.
No,
it's like yeah, exactly. It's there's definitely some coded behavior that they were trying to fight through here.
And I like that we got both sides of that too.
Absolutely.
Jess and Cece and the guys. So
we'll catch you in the next one, guys.
See ya.